Hi, everybody. Today we are going to learn how to convert percents to decimals and decimals to percents. So the first thing we're going to do is learn how to convert a percent to a decimal. So one thing that you need to know is that the easiest way to do it is to move the decimal place, the decimal point, two places to the left when you're going from a percent to a decimal. So you start off with 47%. We want, so 47%, you know it's really 47.0%, right? 47 is the same as 47.0. So we're moving the decimal two places to the left. So we're going to go 1, 2, put a big decimal point there, and then you put a 0. So that leaves you with 0.47. So 47% is 0.47. Because again, 47% means 47 over 100. And we already learned that 47 over 100 is the same as 0.47, right? 0.47 is the same as 47 over 100. So that's all you do. You move it two places left. So here we have you have 8% equals 0.08. So this is important. So if I have 8%, again, we're moving it. So 8% is the same as 8.0, right? It's 8.0%. We're moving it two places to the left. 1, 2, decimal place. What goes in this big empty space? A 0. So that's why our answer is now 0.08. So sometimes you'll have more than 100%. So I'm going to write this one here, 154%. And again, we know that 154 is the same as 154.0, right? There's always a decimal place at the end. We don't always put it unless there's other important numbers there. So 154%, we move the decimal place two places to the left. 1, 2, and we put a decimal place there, and that's why we have 1.54 is the same as 154%. Yes? Okay, let's do one more like this. Because I'll tell you, these are the ones that kids get mixed up on. So if I say you've eaten 3% of the pizza, right? Well, 3 is really just 3.0 or just 3 point. So 3, we're going to move the decimal place two places to the left. 1, 2, and put a big point there. And what goes in the empty space? A 0. So 3% is the same as 0.03. Okay, cool. Okay, so now let's try a couple problems that I'll give you. I would like you to now turn 32% into a decimal. Convert 32% into a decimal. Ready, go. All right, so that's pretty easy. You should just have it's equal to 0.32. That's easy, huh? All right, now let's try this one. I want you to turn 6% into a decimal. Ready, go. All right, so you should have 0. And here's the hard part, 0.06, right? 0.06 because you always move two places, right? So it's this one, it's going to go 1, 2, and then you fill in the empty space with a 0. And for the last one, let's do 93%. Turn that into a decimal. Go. All right, so that should be 0.93. Oh my gosh, you guys are so good at this. Okay, so now we're doing the opposite. Now we're going from decimals over here to percent, which really, if before you move two places to the left, now you're going to move two places to the right. So over here we have 0.35, and we're going to just move it 1, 2 places and put a decimal there, which is 35.0 or just 35, and then you have 35%. Same with this. If you have 0.06, you're going to move it 1, 2, and put a decimal, which leaves you with just 6%. And here we have something greater than 100, so if you have, or greater than 1, so if you have 1.24, 1, 2, put the decimal, and you end up with 124%. Get it? So it's 2 places to the right when you're going from decimal to percent. When you're going the other way, you go to the left. So let's try a couple of these. Okay, so I'd like you to take this decimal 0.47 and turn it into a percent. Ready, go. Okay, so you should have had 47%. It's pretty easy, right? Just move it over 2 places. The next one is 0.73. Turn that into a percent. Right, you should have 73%. Oh my God, this is getting to be so easy. And the last one, oh, here's a tricky one. 0.5. What percent is that equal to? Notice how it's 0.5. Go. All right, so that one, remember you're going 2 places to the right. 1, 2, and what do you put in the empty space? 0. So 0.5 is equal to 50%. Cool beans. Okay, so now let's please open up your books to page 112. Some of these guided practices together. So for these first 3, you have to write each percent as a decimal. And I put a little reminder here. So for when you're going from percent to decimal, the decimal place, the decimal is going to go 1, 2. The decimal point is going to go 2 places to the left. So you try number 1. Ready, go. All right, so for number 1, you should have 0.27. That's pretty quick. And let's try number 2. Ready, go. All right, for this, you should have just 0.15. And remember how when I say this out loud, I call it 15. I don't call it 15. I don't call that 27. I call it 27. It's a good habit to get into. And now you try number 3. Ready, go. All right, so remember this one is going to be 0.04, right? Because the 4 has a decimal right here, and you go 1, 2, and you put a 0 in the empty space. All right, so now we're doing the opposite, right? So I put this little drawing here to help you. When you're going from a decimal to a percent, the decimal place is going to go 2 places to the right. So you try this one, 0.3, 2 places, and if there's something empty, you fill it with a 0. So you try number 4. Ready, go. Go. Okay, so remember this is going to go 2 places to the right. 1, 2, and you're going to fill in the empty space with a 0. So this is going to become 30%. Great. And number 5, you try that. Ready, go. All right, easy. 0.82 goes 1, 2, and so it's going to have 82%. Last one, go. Cool. So this should be easy for you now, 51%. Awesome. So let's try number 7 down here. This says about 0.7 of the human body is water. What percent is equivalent to 0.7? Okay, ready, go. All right, so you should have just moved this decimal place 1, 2 over, fill in empty with that, and you get 70%. You are 70% water, my friends. Okay, well, that's it for today. We'll do the independent practice together in class. So that's it. Have a great day. Always double check if you're missing any work. Go on Google Classroom or Aries to check if you're missing something, and please make up that missing work because it's getting closer and closer to report cards, and soon it will be too late to make it up. All right, Singer out.